What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Well, you may be wondering, Carson, where's all the DRZ content? Well, it's one of those where the last month and a half, I really had a lot going on. I had to end up sending the title back to the previous owner so that he could do some stuff, and then I had to get the title back, and then I had to file for the title. And so it's just kind of been a lot of stuff, and so I'm finally able to ride the DRZ. And so this is actually going to be the first actual ride that I can actually say that I've rode more than, just 10 miles around the house. It's one of those where also, in the meantime, I've had a lot going on personally. And also, I went to barbers, and then I went over to Born Free in Texas. And so today, like I said, is going to be the first time that I actually get to ride the DRZ. And so I wanted to come out here to the Desoto National Forest and ride a little off-road and just kind of see how I like it off-road. It was about a 40-50 mile ride down here to get to Desoto, and I can already tell you the seats got to go. I mean, it's just, the seat's really hard, and I'm going to have to look at the handlebars, because I think my Africa Twin handlebars, the actual grips are about a 1 inch, where these are 7/8 or a little smaller. And so I'm just going to have to play with it and see if I can find some little bigger handlebars. But in the meantime, let's get on this dirt and kind of see what I think about it on the dirt. So one thing I didn't mention a while ago, I told you we were in DeSoto, but it's one of those that this is the same route that I did on the Africa Twin about almost 2 years ago. It's one of those where I kind of, like I said, it was kind of a last minute decision to come down here today, and I wanted just to ride some off-road, and I already had this track on my phone and everything, so I was like, hey, let's just go ahead and just do this one. But I did also forget to mention that so far I haven't done any upgrades to the DRZ besides the bags back here. I do want to thank Slick's Adventures for giving me these bags. I went up there a couple of months ago and met him and hung out with him, and had a really good time, and I actually got to ride his DR650, and he had these bags. He's like, hey, take these bags because it's going to give me a reason to get some new bags that I've been wanting and everything. So if y'all aren't following Slick's Adventures, y'all go check his channel out. I got a link in the description below or the info tag right up here. Like I said, he's got some really good content. He rides a DR650. He does a lot of off-road like I do, and really more than I do. But it's also one of those where he does a lot of tent camping and also hammock camping, which was pretty interesting on one of his, most recent videos and everything. As you've probably seen, I've really not deviated off of the main paths today. It's one of those that there's a couple of reasons. One of them is that today is like November 4th, and so it's the beginning of November, and deer season is about to start, and so you got a lot of hunters that may be out here, which so far I haven't seen another vehicle out here, but that's not to say off on some of these little small paths you may not have hunters out there that may be bow hunting or getting ready for deer. And so I'm not really wanting to disturb them, kind of respect them, so that they don't get mad at us motorcycle riders. Another reason is that right now I still don't have a actual good skid plate on the DRZ. I'd have one ordered and it came in. I just hadn't had a chance to put it on, and so I really don't want to risk damaging anything by not having a real good skid plate. But you know, besides that, plus I'm kind of just learning the bike, not really, you know, playing with it very much. I am trying a few things that I may not have tried with Africa Twin, like kind of coming to a stop and, you know, putting your foot down and leaning and trying to turn the bike 180 degrees that way. That's something that I am trying to work on a little bit, kind of when I'm going back to get the cameras and stuff like that, you know. And it's just some little small stuff that, you know, kind of helps build your confidence and build your skill level as you keep going and everything. But I'm having a good time. The bike is doing great. I'm really noticing that I'm not have a death grip like I used to really on the Africa Twin. I guess maybe because it's a lot lighter and I'm able to kind of maneuver it with my lower body more than I could the Africa Twin. I don't know, you know, there's a couple of reasons why that may be, but that's the only one that I can really come up with right now. But the bike's doing great. Like I said, I'm having fun out here, but let's keep on riding. Alright YouTube, so here I am at the end of the dirt road. The main road is right over there, and let me tell you, the DRZ did pretty good. I kind of see a few things that I need to work on or change, you know, like I said, something about the handlebars, and I feel like this even on the Africa Twin, like I need just a little bit of risers, because when I'm standing up I feel like I'm just barely on my, you know, the very tips of my fingers and everything. And so I'd really like to kind of have a little bit more height to them so I get a little better control. But other than that, you know, the DRZ did fine. I felt like I was, you know, a little quicker on this bike than I was on the Africa Twin. Maybe because it's lighter, maybe because I've gotten more experience, and if I brought the Africa Twin back down here, I'd be just as quick. I don't know, you know, like I said, it's been about 2 years since I did this route and everything. But you know, I am glad that I didn't meet a lot of vehicles, because as you saw in the last few clips, there was a lot of dust, and you know, that one pond probably had a lot more water in it before, but we've been kind of in a drought. And so, you know, last week we got about an inch or two of rain, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't see a lot of vehicles, because the dust, you know, as you could see, was pretty bad as I got closer here to civilization. But you know, like I said, that's all I got for you. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And until the next video, see ya.